So, to the subject of Wyscout. This is something actually that John brought to our attention, Andy, 7 days back.
I've been aware of this for some
clubs
time.
that are now buying from a one-size-fits-all site like this.
Well, I don't know if they buy from it, do they?
I think we'll find out that I think we'll find out that they do. Yes, and there's only one way to settle that particular discussion, and that is to talk to the chief executive of Wyscout, who joins us now via Skype. That is Matteo Campodonico. I think, Matteo. Have I got that somewhere near right?
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you, bye. Matteo Campodonico, yes.
That's good. It. I thought it was Campodonico.
That's exactly
Matteo,
what,
thank you.
what I thought.
Yeah, no problem.
Matteo, before we talk about Wyscout in general, is it the case that clubs these days will buy individuals from just figures that you boys collate?
Surely it's crazy, because when we started, sometimes during the last days of the transfer window, clubs used to buy players without watching them.
And now?
So now, of course, we helped the market change a lot. We started because in 2008, when we started working with the clubs, we used to notice a lot of DVDs in the desk of the managers, of the sport directors all over the world, because you know that the address of Arsène Wenger is a sort of public address, because if you send something to Arsène Wenger to Arsenal, you put urgent, probably he will receive after some controls, but he will receive a DVD. So in the years 2000, all agents in the world used to create the highlights of the players, and they used to send to all top sport directors in Europe. So it means that weekly, every sport director used to receive a lot of DVDs. So there were two problems on that. The first problem was that every player seemed to be Messi.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you know perfectly.
Yes.
You can every player in the world, me too or you too, we could become good player if you just take my best moment. So one day we discovered, we found out that there was an agency in South America that used to accelerate a bit the ratio, the fast of the DVD digitally. So they accelerate 0 point the run. So players from that agency seem to be faster. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So now with your system, am I going to get what I'm looking at if I buy?
Yeah, today through Wyscout, you enter this huge database. You've got players' information, career, and so on. You've got every videos you can have. You can select. You're looking for a left winger. You can just select the action, crosses from the left, passes from the left, and so on. So because we analyze every single action, every single player, every single movement, positive or negative. We do that for more than 1,000 games per week. If you think that Premier League is 11, there are 11 games per week.
So sorry, Matteo, to interrupt. So when you say we do that, who does that? How are you collating all this information? Where's it coming from?
So, Wyscout is a 300 people company.
300.
We are, yeah. So that's a huge hard work. We have people dedicated to collecting videos. There are people collecting to analyze videos. We have 200 guys analyzing videos. They are football analysts. former coaches, former players. Of course, they need to understand football. They spend their time analyzing games. We have people dedicated to scout new new young tournament to follow. Because, you know, when we started with Syria clubs. They asked us to scout for them Brazil and Argentina. Then we started working in Premier League, and Premier League clubs asked us, hey guys, good, but we don't used to buy players directly to Brazil. We prefer to buy players somewhere in France, in Scandinavian countries. So we moved our focus to their countries. I remember the day we started working with Rosenborg. Rosenborg told me, hey, Matteo, good, but for me, it's important to be that Latvia is scouted, Czech Republic, Denmark. So every club has different targets.
So Matteo, just briefly, just give me a name of one of the clubs you work with that you're proud to be able to do so, or is it the majority these days?
Yeah, today we work with 60 clubs in England.
Blimey.
Leicester is one of them.
That was my next question. Who would Leicester have found perhaps from Wyscout that we didn't know about?
Today it's quite difficult for us to tell these players came out from Wyscout, because Wyscout is become as the phone for me, as the phone for you. Today's Wyscout for the clubs is something that can work. They can work without Wyscout.
They can't.
It's inside the process of scouting.
So if I want to use you, Matteo, how do I do that? Are you generally available, or is it a system that clubs have to sign up to?
Yeah, of course. Clubs sign up. They have access. They can do two things mainly. One is related to scouting, statistics. I heard before that you spoke about statistics. Statistics are really today important in football, because through data you can filter the process of scouting. Because through data you can just scout the best under 20 in South America in terms of goal per game, or assists per game, or combined assists per game. So statistics give you a sort of filter, initial filter. Then they start scouting through the system, watching video, full games, or action by action. Then we have another important part in the system, that clubs or agents can get in contact through themselves. It means that I'm a scout of Arsenal. I'm scouting a player in Uruguay. I can get in contact with the agent of the player directly, or with the club that owns the player. So
fascinating, Matteo.
Wyscout is a sort of super LinkedIn of football.
Well, we've been confused here as to how and the system you use, you guys, to be able to buy and sell these days. Now I think we're closer to finding out. Matteo Campodonico.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time and the explanations.